we've got NBA basketball in store from New Orleans, Louisiana, the home of the Pelicans, right here on 2K Sports. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports, alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Look at Cleveland. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question. They've won 7 of their last 8.
And really no surprise here, guys, at all to find them among the elite teams in their conference. And moreover, I'd say this is a team with a legitimate chance to win it all.
I don't think anyone would disagree with that sentiment. They are an outstanding squad who has gotten better throughout the year. You can't forget about them.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin Durant is much improved as a defender, and maybe it's some overdue appreciation, at least as he sees it. He said, people are starting to recognize me as more than just a scorer. I've been trying to shake that rap since 2012. I look to impact the game on both ends of the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A two-way player to be sure, D.A. Thanks. We're about halfway through the season, Smitty. At this point, how much can teams really improve?
I think if you have younger guys, you start to see those guys develop. Then also, if you have a lot of new guys, you see the chemistry start to form. And then a lot of times you can improve when you have guys coming back from injuries. A lot goes into a season. It's a roller coaster kind of effect, but it's good when you start to see teams put it together at the halfway point.
All about managing time, managing games, and injuries.
You're so true.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Durant. Baylor is out there with Carter. Then it's Worthy. And it's Nowitzki in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Lucas kicks to Sloan. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Elgin Baylor. Pass to Worthy. Takes it off the glass.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
Cunningham inside. Defended by Durant, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Cunningham is an elite offensive player, a guy who can score in bunches and does a little bit of everything for his team.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
2 shots.
That's good from Cunningham. And so Cunningham nails both of them. And here's Cleveland. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
And so here is New Orleans. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep. Passes to Archibald. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Archibald's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Inside, here's Nowitzki. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lucas with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here is Carter. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
So it's the Pelicans now, after the miss from Elgin Baylor. Here's Archibald, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
makeable shot for him. Number gets called, and he goes ahead and delivers.
And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Here's Archibald. Nowitzki with the steal. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. No good from Baylor. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now here's Nowitzki. He picked up 21 points in their last one against Indiana.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Kicks it to Sloan. New Orleans moving it around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Throws it up high. Pelicans pull it in. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. Carter with the block. Outside Baylor. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and some nights, you know, the starters carry the load, and then there's others when it's about the bench. That night, the bench won out.
Sometimes when you go to your second unit, sometimes the offense can bog down. Not that night.
Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the mid-season surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Bulls, right behind them, just 1 spot down.
Well, I think for Cleveland, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoff gets closer.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Baylor passes to Durant. Feeds to Worthy. And Worthy throws it down hard.
That takes poise, patience, and vision. Great pass by Kevin Durant.
And it's Sloan with the ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 4-point game.
Kevin Durant last season becoming the 2nd youngest player in NBA history to score 20,000 career points, trailing only LeBron James. That's elite company.
Now here's Carter. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And here are the Cavaliers now. Now Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Durant. That's 12 points for Nowitzki. And you think KD has an outside chance to set the all-time scoring record?
I do. I wouldn't put it past him. Height and shooting touch are two things that you don't lose with age.
Here's Sloan. A 14-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Carter. Nowitzki, that's for 2. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And Nowitzki is a lethal scorer. Feels like he can knock down any shot on the court.
Here's Archibald. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Carter kicks to Nowitzki. Here's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Worthy.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Coward. Here's Sloan, defended by Carter. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Butler, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's King. His last outing with 20 points. Over Butler. The step-back jumper is good.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game plan on both sides has been effective early on.
Now, here's Baylor. A 17-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Archibald. He's got 8 and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Michigan high school basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on when you start talking about the Derek Colemans and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose, so many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges entering into this league right now. Michigan high school basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Sampson's checked in, and Kirilenko's subbed in for Carter. And he makes both free throws.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Gordon for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Pelicans trail by 7. Holiday with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. King against Kirilenko. King, the pass to the great. King, right side. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Shoots it up. Sampson pulls it in.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
To the paint. Here's Holiday. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Holiday's got his first bucket of the night.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
With the fadeaway. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Worthy's got 8. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Cavaliers making a change here. Jokic is checked in.
A moment now to see the numbers for Kirilenko. His last 10 games, averaging 5 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Well, sometimes even the best hit a little flat spot. It's natural. He'll get on a roll, and I think he'll be fine. That's just two tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Here's Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
And you know, Drew Holiday sometimes gets overlooked in the discussion of great point guards, but only because there's so much competition at that position.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Leading by 5. Gordon kicks to Sampson. Back to Gordon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Smitty, you look at how teams run their offensive sets. Are we in a pick and roll era right now, or has the tide shifted away from that a little?
No, I think so. I think we're looking at a lot of teams running pick and roll, especially we have 2 fantastic players involved. It's hard to defend, especially when there's a great talent at the guard spot and a big, then it's hard for you to switch. But I'm looking at it right now because of spacing, because of the use of the corner 3, we're looking at a lot more pick and rolls used at the top of the key versus when I played, we used a lot of side pick and rolls.
And not just smalls given to bigs, but bigs throwing down low to smalls.
Yeah, and a lot of these bigs are running the pick and rolls, and the guards are setting the picks.
Right. Gordon hits both of them.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
And the pass to the great. He feeds it to Gasol. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Tall with a terrific skill set. Gasol remains one of our better scorers inside.
Gordon kicks to Butler. Here's Sampson, defended by Gasol. Fader on the way. And it's Butler missing.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
New Orleans moving it around. 2 points. That one goes.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. King against Jokic. Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
When you throw it ahead to Butler, he's a fantastic dunker. Really gets it up and throws it down.
And Holiday kicks to Allen. Down low. Here's Gasol. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Outside Holiday. Gasol inside. Kicks it out to Allen. Offline with his 3. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's It's a 5-point game. Pass to Sampson. Back to Butler. Head shot off. And New Orleans will come the other way. Nobody near Allen. Drills the three-pointer. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Puts it up from 15. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Butler against Howard. Fires from 14, and he can't bank that one in. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 2. And New Orleans back in a moment. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Holiday out there with Allen. And there's the great. Then it's King. And it's Gasol at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, here's Butler. Passes it to Jokic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jokic has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Cavs. Pelicans trail by 5. Holiday with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. King's shot is off.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
And the foul on Andre Kirilenko. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon against Howard. King outside. Back to Holiday. Kicks it out to Allen. Buries it from three-point range. Allen's got 6. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Now here is Holiday following the miss by Jokic. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Allen, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Gordon kicks to Butler. Jokic passes to Butler and slam dunk by Butler.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. King against Kirilenko, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trail Blazers. Those 2 teams, I think I had my best run.
First one falls for him.
And what I like about King, he doesn't try to get flashy or fancy. He only cares about being effective. And he goes out there and just takes care of business. And in the end, the points just pile up.
He's perfect from the line this time. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Carter with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Nowitzki right side. The shot comes out. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter, so that gives them the lead. Allen's got 7 points for the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And you can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Lucas is checked in for King. And we get a moment to check out the team scoring leaders. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
The Cavaliers trailing. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Elgin Baylor on the wing. And the dunk by Baylor.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Archibald. He's got 8. Pass to Cowan. Here's Archibald. The feed now to Cunningham. Just 2 to shoot. Allen for 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's rebounded by Baylor.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
The Pelicans trail. Now the pass to Allen. He kicks it to Cunningham. New Orleans moving the ball around. Allen with it, and it's Carter picking him up.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And here's Jokic. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Baylor passes to Jokic. Feeds it to Nowitzki. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Archibald. Over Nowitzki. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from the mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Nowitzki kicks to Baylor. Carter outside. Over Archibald. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Carter's got 5.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes it to Lucas. Here is Cunningham, defended by Nowitzki from 11 feet away, and there it is for him. He's got 8.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like on Friday. They'll be playing the Rockets in Houston. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build.
Here's Archibald following the basket by Elgin Baylor. Archibald passes to Cunningham. Here's Collins. Down low, Archibald. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Lucas, and it falls over the rim and in. Jokic just got his 2nd basket of the night.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
Here's Cowens, and Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
4 on the clock. Fades back. Offensive rebound to the wing right side. Here's Archibald. Baylor defending. Here's Cunningham. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the 2nd quarter. Up over 50%. Carter kicks to Nowitzki. 5-on-3 break. Here's Archibald. He's got 10. The pass to Cowens. Knocked loose. Baylor with the steal. Over Archibald. And the shot is long. New Orleans has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Allen passes to Lucas. Over Durant. No good from Lucas.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. New Orleans making a switch here. Sloan's checked in. Worthy's checked in for the Cavaliers. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the 2nd quarter. Pass to Archibald. New Orleans moving it around. Launches it. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Cavaliers shooting offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Jokic inside. Lucas is there. Here's Worthy. He dishes it to Baylor. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the 2nd quarter. Watch out.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
And Cleveland making a change here. Sanson's checked in. Free throw good from Baylor.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Here's Cowens. 9-point game his last outing. Passes it to Sloan. Plenty of space. Moves back up. Carter with the block. And he gets it back. Good on the shot. And here are the Cavaliers now. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Here's Archibald. He's got 13. Kicks to Lucas. Dishes it to Cunningham. And that one, good. Cunningham's got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
Carter outside. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Lucas. Bailey, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Right wing. Here's Sloan. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And that's why you always want the offense running through tight. He's a dual threat with his passing and scoring, and he's always going to make the right decision, like on that assist.
Here's Sampson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's Worthy on the assist by Durant. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now here's Lucas. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Cunningham passes to Archibald. 5 to shoot over Durant. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Sampson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Another 3 for Cleveland.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Sloan. He has 6. Now the pass to Cunningham. Sloan in the corner. Lets it go from the wing. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance. Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominating.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
He's checked in for Cleveland. Gordon comes in for Baylor.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for the great. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Putting up about 10 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
I totally agree. He has the IQ and the ability to take it up another level anytime he wants.
Now here's Durant. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. The dish to Sampson. Over Gasol. No good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
2-for-1 territory, but they got to work quick.
This is where the play calling comes in. Let's see what they got.
And Sloan kicks to Gasol. Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's the great. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Durant launches from deep and So it's Cleveland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lou. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run the transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Teron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Dirk Nowitzki was the story in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being the more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Here's Archibald. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Nowitzki. Carter is out there with Baylor. Then there's Worthy. And it's Durant again at the small forward. Sloan connects from three-point range. Sloan's got the first basket of the second half. That one for New Orleans. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Carter. Lucas with the rebound. Well, for New Orleans, shooting well. 50% from the floor. Here's Archibald. Baylor defending. Sloan passes to Cunningham. New Orleans moving it around. Clock at 4. Sloan's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Over to the left wing. Misses the three. The Cavaliers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Pass to Carter. He kicks it to Durant. Fires top of the key. No good off the back of the rim.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Here's Sloan. He's got 9. He feeds it to Lucas. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Lucas has got his first basket of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Outside Baylor. Nowitzki for three. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
And Nowitzki is one of the deadliest shooters of all time. Every time he lets it go from deep, you just get the feeling it's going in. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And you see the improved strength of Kevin Durant, able to convert through contact now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Mind the lane. One shot.
The free throw drops for Durant.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a Finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Sloan shot is off.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
He gets that one.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for Cleveland.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps the defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Lucas. Kicks to Sloan. 6 to shoot. Trying his luck deep, and Durant sends it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Carter drives in, and Vince Carter with the slam.
And you know Carter is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
Here's Sloan. He's got 9. Cunningham dishes it to Lucas. New Orleans moving it around. Cunningham inside. Defended by Durant. And the Pelicans miss again. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. And finished off by Worthy.
Oh, nice setup by Baylor. Man, this guy can pass, shoot, rebound. Anything you need, he's there to provide it.
Here is Cunningham. 16 points for him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant. For New Orleans, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Two shots. And he makes the first. Allen's checked in for the Pelicans. And Cleveland also making a change. Kirilenko's checked in. And so Cunningham nails both of them. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Outside Worthy. Kicks it out to Baylor. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 assists in the game. From 10 feet out, Archibald can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside Kirilenko. Count it. Good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Allen passes to Archibald. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And nobody represents the little guy in the NBA better than Nate Tiny Archibald. But forget about the nickname and understand that Tiny plays a big role on any team he's a part of.
To the paint, Carter. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here is Cunningham. 18 points for him.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
Over in the corner, Allen. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dump that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
Outside Carter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Carter's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Archibald. He's got 16. And Cunningham with the slam.
And did they really just pull that off?
I think they did, Greg. Astounding play. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now, here's Baylor. 14 points for him. Here's Nowitzki. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Saturday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Monday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. Pelicans on D, trailing by 17.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Archibald. Baylor defending. Archibald can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. The Cavaliers, 4th.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And you gotta love the all-around game Kirilenko has. He's terrific at both ends, and he can play at any pace, makes an impact all over the floor.
Butler, he's checked in for Cleveland. Gordon comes in for Baylor. And he's good on the second. Pelicans trail by 21. Allen outside. Pass to Gasol. New Orleans moving it around. To the inside. Rejected by Nowitzki. Butler finds Nowitzki. Pelicans with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's the Great. And the bank shot is good. The Great's got his first bucket in this one.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Nowitzki outside. And there's the pass to Worthy. To the middle. Here's Gordon. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Gordon's got 7 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Gasol. Over Nowitzki. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. 6 points for Pau Gasol.
And the defender was all over him, but Gasol with enough height and confidence to just pop it in over him.
Gordon kicks to Nowitzki. The kick out to Worthy. Gordon for 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Great passes to King. Here's the Great. And Kirilenko sends it back. And he's able to get it back.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team. No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. There's the 3. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Good on the shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gordon finds Nowitzki. And that is no good. Now shooting 8 for 12 from the floor. Pelicans trail by 20. Here's the Great. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. A different look now for Cleveland. Sampson's checked in, and it's Baylor in for Gordon.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They lead by 17. Bounce pass, Butler. Nowitzki. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Here's Archibald. He's got 16. Here's Baylor. And again, it's Cleveland.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on them.
Now, here's Gasol. 9 points in the game so far. Here's the Great. Sinks that one from the post. The Great's got 4 this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
It's stolen by Allen. Passes it to Archibald. Got a piece of it. It's deflected.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
Now here is Kirilenko. For Cleveland, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
the first one, Vince.
What I like about Jimmy Butler, he excels on both ends of the floor.
New Orleans making a switch here. Sloan's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Durant's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 21. Here's Sloan. That one a little long.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
You know what? It's two competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other fast and loose.
Here's the great Jimmy Butler making his last shot to the paint. Archibald with the bucket. Archibald's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
King, the pass to Sloan. Here's Archibald, defended by Butler. 14 feet away, and that's off the glass and in. Archibald's got 20.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Elgin Baylor taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
Free throw good from Baylor, and the Cavaliers making a change here. And so Baylor nails both of them. Here's Archibald. Baylor defending. From deep three-point range, the 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Cavaliers on top, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Gentry.
We just got to do a better job of executing, okay? And then we got to get back, guys. I mean, we got to be sprinting back.
Well, Greg, he doesn't sound pleased with his team's transition defense.
And you can't fault him. I mean, Coach Gentry really fighting to get his team more engaged.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pau Gasol is out there with the great. Then it's King, and it's Archibald in the point guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Worthy kicks to Carter. And then jammed down as he goes right over Pau Gasol.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Gasol against Nowitzki. Kept alive, a second chance effort, and it's Gasol getting it to go.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Gasol against Worthy. To the middle, the shot, and against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jokic has checked in for Nowitzki. Nance comes in for James Worthy. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Durant. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Yeah, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. Al Carter following the three-point attempt by Nikola Mirotic. 4 on the shot clock, and the dunk by Baylor.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Holiday against Nance. Outside Mirotic. Fires the 3. Tracks in the tray.
The outside shot is effortless for Mirotic. He makes it look so easy.
Carter outside. Here's Baylor, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
At the line of the Cavaliers, Elgin Baylor. Taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
Free throw good from Baylor. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think that the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Mirotic with a scorer's mindset around the basket, looking past the defense and keeping his concentration on the rim.
And there's the call on Jackson. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Gordon's checked in for Baylor. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gordon for 3. Good on the triple.
Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
And this has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
And here are the Pelicans now. After the Cavaliers pick up 3. Here's Randall. Basket counts.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Carter outside. No good that time. And New Orleans will come the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. Holiday finds Randall. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Gordon with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Carter, and it's in there. Carter's got 18 points just in the second half.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
It's stolen by Randall. Outside Mirotic. And there's Randall on the assist from Mirotic. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randall.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jokic passes to Carter. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Man, I love seeing Carter take flight. Insanity, a powerful dunker on these alley-oops.
And Holiday kicks to Randall. He dishes it to Mirotic. Tipped away. Carter left side to the paint. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Carter outside. Pass to Jokic. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, that's a lot of things are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Holiday with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, and the basket is good.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Gordon kicks to Carter. Here's Jokic. Randall with some nice D. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New Orleans. Jackson misses. The pass to Gordon. Lays it up off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Stevenson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Here's Jokic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his first foul.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
So both teams making some changes here. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Sloan trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the basket is good.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also gives those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
To the wing on the left. Bangs on the trifecta. Sloan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Drew Holiday checked in for the Pelicans.
Checking in for your Pelicans.
Here's Kirilenko. Over Cunningham. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Holiday kicks to Cunningham. And Kirilenko sends it back. Holiday looking over the floor. Second shot opportunity. Cavaliers with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Floats it up for Butler. Stolen by Holiday. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position. Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Cowens. There's the feed to Holiday. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Holiday against Butler. Lucas the pass to Archibald. Here's Cowens. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And how about that skill set that Cowens possesses? Shoots a high clip from the field and rebounds the ball well at either big man position.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2-referee situation.
Well, Cleveland shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Carter against Holiday. Got a hand on it. Passes it to Cunningham. And that one is good. Cunningham's got 22 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Carter outside. Here's Nowitzki. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Pass to Cowens. Here's Holiday. Another one falls for New Orleans.
That's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Has the skill and strength to challenge you inside.
Outside Baylor. He kicks it to Nowitzki. Over Cowens. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Archibald, defended by Carter. Here's the pass to Holiday. It's rebounded by Baylor. Baylor's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic